Hello, am I audible to all of you? Yes, I'm sure. So today Dr. Snehlata Dhaka is supposed to present, and just I want to verify from all of you, there is some confusion. Am I audible to all of you? Okay, okay, thank you. So as I can understand, I'm audible. Thank you. Thanks to all of you. Today, Dr. Snehlata Dhaka is supposed to present, and today there is some bit of like she told that she wants to give some relief. So it's no technical topic, neither it is any topic of any sort from, like, it is not an English topic, also not a humanities topic, not a physiotherapy topic. She is just presenting her conference today. So I first want to verify from Madam. Madam, am I audible to you? Snehlata Madam, am I audible to you? No, but you are not audible. You do one thing, please get rid of your headphone and just unmute from your mobile. Kindly unmute. Kindly unmute from your mobile. Yes, now you can talk. Put the phone in front of your voice. Yes. Just a minute. Just a minute. Kindly disconnect your audio. Kindly from your computer disconnect the audio.
Sir, I have
This is
disconnected.
okay. Just a minute. We are audible. We can hear you. You are audible. You can now talk.
Yes, 1 minute. So now, am I audible?
Yes, now it is okay. Kindly go ahead. Kindly present
Okay.
and go ahead. Go
Okay.
ahead.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Good afternoon, everyone present here. And pardon me for all these technical glitches today in this afternoon meeting. And I would, as sir has mentioned, that let us have some relief from the very routine discussion of ours in this afternoon meeting in form of some detailed informations about the upcoming conferences. In that sequence, today I'll be discussing about some of the important informations about the international conference held by UEM Jaipur, Department of Humanities, in the coming time. So the title of the conference will be International Conference on English Studies for Sustainable Societies and Cultures. So doing a conference and even thinking of its success, it requires lot of hard work, lot of efforts from a quite long time, and even the decision of topic again makes a lot of we can say it's a challenge to decide one relevant subject for the conference. So in that sequence, it was definitely a rigorous exercise from the complete team of humanities department, and even I am thankful to the teachers from other departments who helped to decide this very important and relevant topic in the present time. So I will just first discuss so next slide please. I'll just first discuss about the
I'm
source
not
of thought.
presenting. See, I'm not presenting. You just change to
Okay,
the next
fine, sir,
slide. We
fine,
can see it. Kindly click on it and
fine,
change
sir,
it.
fine, fine. Yes. So the source of thought behind this title of the conference, as we people belong to academia and we are in continuous habit of reading, even for our professional obligations as well as for our pleasure time also, we like to read some contents. So in that sequence, when we were going through some of the details about uh, the sustainability and about the relation of language with that sustainability, and how these things are quite important for the societies and the communities which exist in uh, the civilization, in form of the civilization on this earth. So in that sequence, the very important quote I will mention here, that is made by one of the novelist. At the same time, he was a physician also, that is Khalid Husseini. What he said: if culture is a house, then language is the key to the front door and to all its rooms inside. It's a very deep saying by him about the importance of the language and its connectivity with the culture and the human society. So this quote itself elaborates the complete idea of choosing this particular title for the international conference. Now, again, a very important idea which always is observed by maximum of us, that is the three E's of sustainability. And maximum of you will agree with these three E's, which are very much required in present time for the sustainability. Sustainability means whatever we are able to access, whatever we have developed, that should be accessible for the future generation also, and that should be available for the future generation also. So that is the idea of sustainability, and for that, I think maximum of you will agree that economy, ecology, and English in present time is very much necessary for this thought of sustainability in modern times. Now, we can say a very important and formal point of deciding this topic as a discussion or in form of discussion in this conference, that was we can say that was the formal act of the UNO, the Club of Rome, and uh, the very, we can say, the very serious study group uh, of the complete world, of this complete globe. All these people, all these groups decided, or these groups thought of, that whatever SDGs are decided by the United Nations General Assembly, that has to be achieved up to 2030. That is the, we can say, target of UNO at global level. So to achieve these SDGs, all these groups, uh, after a short span of their actions in various forms, they observe this point, that there should be a common language so that the informations or the actions could be effectively done. Or also at the same time, they thought of this idea that this common language, which uh, is accessible by maximum people of this world, can even be helpful to sustain the very indigenous aspect of various existing societies and communities and cultures of this world. So this is again a very important reason uh, for us to decide this topic for the conference discussion. And we hope that definitely with this conference, we will be able to come out some very fruitful uh, ideas, some suggestions, okay, which can be helpful for the society. Now, it is not, we can say, it is not very less important, or it is not, we can say, repetitive times to explain that why we are thinking of doing certain type of academic discussion or this particular event. We as a teacher, we have lot of influence on society, on the future generation and the present generation. So I will just quickly share one of the short conversation which has been already published in one of the book which has been published by British Council. This particular conversation has been published in that, is printed in that, and Alan Malley is the author for that book. And the book is all about the sustainability and the language contribution relation. So definitely in the conference, we will be sharing all the details about the book. So let us quickly go through this conversation. Teacher. This is the title of this conversation. One of the person asked the teacher that, what do you do? He said, I'm a teacher. Then the person said, what do you teach people? What do you teach them? He said, or she said, English. The answer was from the other person, you mean grammar, verbs, nouns, pronunciation, conjunctions, articles, particles, negatives and interrogatives, etc., etc., etc. Okay, so the very answer from the person was in terms of technical knowledge related to the English subject. So what was the answer? This is quite surprising. That too, of the teacher. The teacher answered, that too. So what do we mean by that too? Again, it was a matter of surprise for the person to listen certain type of answer. What the teacher answered, this again brings out the complete concept of this conference. And even it brings out the complete relation of teachers, teaching, and these type of academic endeavors. So also it reflects the serious responsibilities of the teachers as the members of the society. What he answered, well, I also try to teach them how to think and feel, show them inspiration, aspiration, cooperation, participation, consolation, innovation, even help them think about globalization, exploitation, confrontation, so on. And also he's added to that, that even I make the students think that how inequality brings poverty, how intolerance brings violence. So indirectly we can say that the teacher elaborated his or her responsibility as a teacher in the classroom, as a part of institution, as a part of society. So surprisingly, the person said, well, I don't know about that. Maybe you should stick to language. Forget about anguish. You can't change the world. Now, again, these type of the very common responses from the commoners for the teachers, that what you have to relate with politics, what you have to relate with economy, what you have to relate with the other societal issues or economic issues, likewise, etc., etc. But again, the answer of the teacher, but if I did that, what he mean to say that whatever you are saying, if I follow that, then I will be a cheater. I will not be a teacher. So the responsibility lies with us with much seriousness, that we have to definitely contribute very positive directions to the society for all its sustainability and progress. Now, all these directly, indirectly, I have talked about. The very last point I'll highlight here. This is the very last point. The teachers of English have been at the forefront of educational change in many parts of the world in form of learner autonomy, group work, project work, communication tasks are all predicted on a view of learning that sees students as active doers and thinkers rather than passive recipients of knowledge. So, as teacher of English, we can make a difference with the classes we teach and the students we inspire. So, this is the reason the topic has been chosen. Maybe it could sound that it has some sociology in it, it has some political science in it, it has some psychology in it. Definitely, majority is the language part, and also it has science in it. So, because of this responsibility and because of this capacity of the teacher, we found that the topic is quite appropriate and lot of ideas could be shared and transferred to each other in this form. Now, now the conference, as it is a very, we can say, formal type of structure, it's a formal structure. So it requires lot of documentation. It requires lot of, we can say, physical, mental, other type of informational activities. So in that sequence, the brochure becomes a very important document for the public access about the academic activities going on in some institution. So this is the brochure prepared by us. This is the first page in that the title has been mentioned. In this brochure, we have introduced about Jaipur city and about UEM Jaipur also. So, so that the participants can know about our institution, about our achievements, about our establishment, and it adds a lot to our further progress and our status as an academic institution at world platform. This is some information about the Jaipur city, its location and its uh, historical establishment information is there. So I will not go into much details about that because of the constraint of time. Now, this is a very important part of the conference, that is the theme of the conference. So in this particular part of the brochure, we have uh, tried some efforts to explain the thematic aspect of this conference in wider aspect. Maybe we have left out with some of the topics, with some of the relative themes of the conference, but again, we have welcomed the other related themes also in the conference. So these are some of the sub themes which can be easily gone through. That is about language and English language teaching and studies at formal place, and definite even at the informal place. Then English language uses, its variations, and what is the concept of sustainability and linguistic diversity existing in this world. So we can come to a particular conclusion, or we can decide up to some extent that uh, English can be the very accessible common language for all type of effective performances at global level. As we have talked about earlier also, that SDGs are nowadays very much focused uh, aspect for all type of development, for all type of sustainability on this earth, and all the countries have contributed to that. So to achieve or to ensure the success of those SDGs, this particular information will help a lot. Now, how language and cultural identities are related, and how multilingualism can be a very helpful notion. So that we will definitely discuss about. And what is the relation of language and community, and how these are interdependent, that also will be discussed. And sustainable development goals and English language, social cognition and English literature, that is again very much necessary for the success uh, of SDGs on this earth. And again, a very important topic will be discussed in form of the specific session also, that is social mobility and education. Now, I will talk about the publication opportunities regarding this conference papers. So, selected papers of high academic research standards will be definitely published in reputed international journals and book series, sorry. The preferences are to get the papers published in international journals only, and we are quite sure that within 2-3 days we will have some confirmation. And now this is about the participation fee. See, although in these pandemic times we were planning to have the physical conference, and for that this particular amount was not a sufficient one to organize and to proceed with some of the conference activities. But in these pandemic times, we are not sure that what will be the state of society and other people and other things in near future. So we are planning to have this particular conference through online mode only, and that through also Zoom platform. So, but for that also, for the serious participation, for the serious engagement, we have decided some nominal fee for the participants and the presenters. So for that particular purpose, the details are given here. Now, these are some of the important dates related to conference. That is, abstract submission is welcomed up to 20th August, and the notification of acceptance of the abstracts will be done by 30th August, and the full paper submission date is 10th September, and the mail ID is given here on which the papers could be submitted. Soon we will be displaying one more mail ID for the conference. And the very important thing I want to mention here, and I'm really privileged for this Thanksgiving to our Chancellor Sir Satyajit Chakrabarti Sir and our Vice Chancellor Sir Vishejoy Chatterjee Sir, that their continuous encouragement and push has made us to come to this state of organizing this conference. So continually, these people are motivating, these people are encouraging that we should go on with certain type of activities, and that's why we are here with this event. plan. And it will be really a missing part if I do not thank the very direct higher administration in our campus, that is Professor Dr. Anirudh Mukherjee sir, who is Dean Academics, and Professor Dr. Pradeep Kumar Sharma, who is Registrar of the university. These two people have, we can say, the very continued support with us. And for all justified reasons, they are always there to stand by. So I'm really thankful to these dignitaries who always encourage us to do certain type of events. Now, these are the members of humanities department directly who are involved in the conference arrangements. And also I'm thankful to Rahul Sharma sir and Somin Nayak sir, who are from other streams but are helping us a lot in various technical things for this conference arrangement. Now, persons for direct correspondence, these are three people: Dr. Snehlata Dhaka, Professor Krishna Kumar Sharma, and Dr. Vivekanand Rao. So, all these informations are displayed on university website itself, and today also or by tomorrow more informations will be updated there, so one can contact there or one can approach that website. Even within this week we will be ready with our independent website of the conference itself. This is the registration form which is there for the participants in the conference to provide their details. Now, a very important part of this conference. We have decided that this conference will comprise of 5 sessions in total in all 3 days. So I'll just brief out quickly what all will be the content of discussion in all these 5 sessions. In the first session, welcome of dignitaries and participants will be there, and the introduction of the theme of conference by the assigned person will be there. And there will be a keynote speech about English studies and sustainability in modern times. And again, there will be a person who will be chairing the session. So again, some guidance in form of the topic: societal cultural identities. Uh, 1 minute. Societal cultural identity and its sustainability through language. So these two topics will be discussed in the first session by our speakers, main speakers of the conference. Then in the second session, the chairperson will introduce some of the information about language maintenance and shift in diverse societies and cultures. So again, a very interesting, we can say, topic, which definitely maximum of us will like to participate in. So that particular topic is there for the session, and in this session itself there will be paper presentation step, and it will depend upon the time and the available speakers, but then also 7 to 10 minutes for each speakers has been decided. Then in the third session on the second day, the topic will be discussed about English studies support climbing the ladder. Again, a very interesting topic, and we are looking forward for, we can say, number of participation in this topic. Again, the paper presentation will be there in this session also, and each speaker will be given 7 to 10 minutes for their research paper presentation. Now, in the fourth session, the topic which has been chosen, that is creative English classrooms for sustainable academic purposes. A very, we can say, very technical topic related to English language, teaching, learning, or English studies. So we are looking forward, we can say, uh, very insightful papers in this session also. And even the presenters will have the opportunity to present in this session. Now, the fifth session, that will be, uh, we can say, valedictory session also. So in that, the very first formal step will be done. That will be reflections presentation of all the 3 days. And there will be a valedictory speech about the prospects of conference theme by the chief guest. And definitely it becomes incomplete if whatever efforts are done by collectively all the people for these type of events, if those are not recognized, those are not, we can say, counted. So for that, vote of thanks in a formal manner will be presented by the assigned person. And finally, there will be formal closing announcement of the conference. So these are some of the plannings related to this conference, and we are definitely looking forward for the active participation of all IEM UEM family members in this endeavor. And with this, I conclude my presentation here itself regarding the information of this international conference on English studies for sustainability. Thank you all. Now I request Vishujoy sir
Yes.
to
Okay, so I'm
kindly.
just shooting the poll as you are wanting, definitely. So in the meantime, Dr. Shomapika, you're writing she organizes, Dr. Shomapika organizes one of the most, what should I say, successful international conferences in the country. Maybe should not be wrong to say that. So she has written many encouraging words in the questions box. So Dr. Shamapika, I just unmuted you. If you would like to unmute yourself and put in some of your valuable comments. In the meantime, I just shoot the poll. Dr. Shamapika, are you there? If you are there, you may kindly unmute yourself and yes, go ahead.
Yes, good afternoon, all. Madam Snehlata, madam, this is a very, very successful conference going to be organized. Definitely, that will be very, very successful. Best of luck. And definitely,
Thank you,
if
ma'am.
you
Thank you,
can
ma'am.
ma'am,
Your encouragement and your active participation always motivates us.
definitely, ma'am,
Okay.
if you need any kind of help from our IM Kolkata, we are always there for you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. So the poll is in the meantime also continuing. So 36 seconds passed. So if we can quickly reach 50%. So it's 1 minute and we reach 50% votes. I close it. I share the results. Okay. So interesting. So 64% common people. Yes, I believe this is true also. 64% common people will goes to a conference, is not attended by, okay, yes, is not attended by 64% common people. Anyway, yeah, it can be an answer. But yes, a lot of common people also goes. So maybe I believe in a conference 20 to 30% people are common people. I believe so. But yes, your comments, madam.
Thank you, sir. As it was expected, definitely the conference is a formal event. It is, we can say, a formal celebration, we can say, sir, in layman language. So in that formal celebration, definitely it matters a lot that uh, whoever is attending, whoever is coming, whoever is participating in that, there should be a definite record of that, and then only things can go on smoothly, or then only things can be impactful. So for that reason, in conferences, the common people, or we can say the people who are not having any type of permission, direct or indirect permission, they are unable to attend these type of formal events or formal celebrations, we can say.
Okay, but nowadays I believe in many good conferences around 20-30% people are there who come who are common people. Okay, so this is the second poll and we have almost reached 1 minute, and I request all members to vote also in this. So why is it important to attend the conference? I'm sure that it does not need to be told specifically why it is needed, but yes, added research value goes for 14%, 4% meet focused like-minded individual, 4% updates on new findings, 79% all above. I am see, like every day I cannot vote being an organizer. It does not give me the option to vote, but mine will also be in all of the above. Your comments, madam, please, and then we can end.
Okay, fine, sir. Definitely, I was expecting that maximum of will agree with that all the reasons that participating in conference, that definitely helps a person to add to the research. Some value addition is there in the research work, or whatever we can say the search is there of that particular person related to the topic. Uh, that value addition is there in participate by participating in conferences, seminars, or participating even in workshop. Because see, it is we can say very normal, very we can say very common, that each and every person does not know everything. So, or maybe at a point of time, each and everything does not strike to some person. So, if the discussion is there, if the listening is there, if speaking is there, in that situation, that particular exchange or transfer of information could be there, and that will definitely help a person to uh, add value to his or her search or research, we can say. Then, definitely, some people have some attitude of socializing in these type of activities. So those are uh, benefited in two ways, that they can socialize also, at the same time they can know some of the things which those were not knowing earlier, or they can update themselves in some of the topics or some of the subjects which they are interested in. And definitely, when we listen to, for example, I'm just referring here, when we listen to keynote speakers, when we listen to the chair speakers, lot of updation is there in terms of the subject or the content. At the same time, lot of updation is there in one's we can say presentation skill also. So this is how, definitely, all could be the reason for one person, or we can say any of the reason for a person to participate in conference, seminar, or workshop. So with all these uh, points of mine, I conclude the presentation. here itself. With your kind permission, sir, can I
Oh,
sum up
thank
the
you. Yes.
presentation here?
Yes, yes. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thanks to all IEM and UEM family members. And definitely from Monday, we will again be returning to topics. We will again be presenting, teachers will be presenting topics again. Maybe Snehlata madam will also come up another day with another topic. So today, just for a change, we announced a conference. I believe people did not dislike it. Yes, it was different. It was announcement of a conference, but I am sure that people did not dislike it. Thanks to all IEM and UEM family members. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, madam.
Thank
Thank
you,
you so
sir.
much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Yes,
Thank
yes.
you all.